Mini enthusiasts, how are you doing? I hope you're all well and I hope you're having a great day. And in today's episode, we're gonna take the subframe out of Project TARDIS and strip it down, ready to go off to be powder coated. Oh, I might have already done it. Let me give you a quick explanation, because to the eagle-eyed viewers out there, this happens every now and again. So I film all day long, sometimes at the weekend, and I film in the evenings as well. When it comes to editing, I'm not quite sure which bits are going to go in what episode, so I'm never quite sure at the beginning if I were to do an intro. I'm not sure what's included, so that is why the subframe's already out. So this is the intro after I've done the work. I'm sure that makes sense to you. So let's get on with it. Let's get that subframe out and get it stripped. Right, we got to that point, I need help. So I can never remember how I do this each time, but basically I need some help. I'm going to lift the body up and then I'll get my wife to pull the subframe out from underneath. I could manhandle it around, but I might bend these inner wings and that. It's on the jack, it should just slide out quite nicely. But obviously you need to lift the body up so it's over the height of these. Like I mentioned earlier, the body is really light without anything in the front end. So yeah, bear with me. Let me go and get some help. Well, that's a tad annoying. I just pushed it outside to jet wash underneath the arches inside the inner wings and around the engine bay, and the heavens opened, it turned biblical. So yeah, quite annoying that is. I need to get it dried off now. That's one of the main disadvantages of this PVC floor, plastic floor, whatever it is, these floor tiles. When it gets wet in here, it stays wet, so I have to put the heating on and try and dry it all out. If I leave the car wet in here, it'll just drip on the floor tiles, and it'll take, because it's winter, it takes forever to dry. So that's why I dried it off. That's why I try and dry the floor off with a mop, and then I'll whack the heater on, leave the heater on for a few hours just to try and dry it all out. When it was just a concrete floor, the concrete was so porous you could pretty much wash a car in here. Floor would be perfectly dry an hour later. So that's the subframe out the front now. I was planning to get that disassembled today, but after getting soaking wet and having to dry it all off, I've lost the enthusiasm a little bit, so we'll save that for another day. Right, so there we go, that's the subframe all stripped down. This spot on that subframe, there's no issues with it. So that'll go away with the wheels now to be another massive spider there, a dead one. It'll go with away with the wheels now to be shot blasted and then powder coated. Obviously it wouldn't have been powder coated from original, so again it's going away from original a little bit, but yeah, I think it's worthwhile. I mean, I could clean that off and just paint it myself with Hammerite, but it's not going to look as good. and it won't. I don't know whether powder coating offers more protection. It's not really worried, because it's not like it's going to be doing 20,000 miles a year on salty, gritty roads. It's probably not going to do many more miles than it's got at the moment. So that's all stripped down. All the bits are on the bench here. Now again, everything, yeah, pretty much all the rubbers need doing. As you can see, the suspension donuts are just well collapsed. They will have never been replaced. There's 37 years sat on that suspension. Everything else, do you know, frustratingly, I think I'm just going to end up replacing for the sake of replacing it. So the swivels, there's no play in them, but when you've got this far, you may as well just do them for the cost of a set of swivels. What else? Wheel bearings, definitely, because obviously it's one of those cars that will have just sat around for years and years. So although the wheel bearings won't have worn, if there's any moisture in there, you can get corrosion on like the bearing race faces. Kind of the same with the pins on the front arms. Actually, there's no wear in them, but when I pulled them out, you can clearly see where the needle rollers have sat inside there. So I think I'll just do them anyway. Things like brake pipes, again, they're rubber. Anything that's rubber will have deteriorated over time, so it's going to be worth getting it done now. So yeah, I'm quite excited actually. I've been struggling with motivation to just get out of here, but I'm sure once I get that subframe back, once I get the wheels back and all looking good, I'll really want to push on then. Bulkhead's coming along nicely. This is almost ready to be painted now. A few more little bits to clean up on it, but it is kind of that stage where, yeah, things are kind of starting to go back together now. Or you know, I'm at that point where things can start being cleaned off, painted, and then start going back together. Obviously, once we've done all this front end and the engine and everything like that, we're going to start on the back end as well. So we're a long way off yet, but it does feel a little bit better to have got this far. Thanks for watching this week. I hope you have a great day and catch you again soon.